You're very welcome to the summarized version of our webinar on the 19th of October 2022 entitled Microsoft Cloud PCs, the Future of PC. My name is Gary Verhel and I am the Head of Cloud Solutions here at HCS. For those of you who don't know me, hopefully we'll get to know each other over the coming weeks, months and years. Now, in order to focus 100% on the presentation, I'm going to turn off my camera and I'm going to swap into presentation mode and let the PowerPoint take over the screen. So camera off, share the PowerPoint. Now, this will take exactly 15 minutes, shortened down from the 40, including case studies and Q&As originally. Before the agenda, a very quick look at HCS. HCS, an IT company and telecoms provider with an experienced team who are dedicated to ensuring our clients' business systems are protected constantly. We're 26 years on the go, 3 locations in Dublin, Waterford and Cork, 45 employees, 350 plus active clients. We had a bumper year, 5.2 million in 21-22, and we're way ahead of that this year at 6.3 million. And we are ISO 27001 accredited. We provide a number of services such as outsourced and managed IT services, cloud solutions, cybersecurity, telecoms, ordinary on-prem infrastructure, digital transformation services. We are Microsoft Gold partners. We're partnered very tightly, one of only 2 companies in Ireland with Fortinet for security, and we are Dell Gold partners also. And we have various clients from the K Club to Red Mills, the pharmaceutical industry, across a number of different verticals. Now, we're going to take a brief look at the agenda. We'll begin with a detailed look at what a Microsoft Cloud PC is, going through a real-world scenario to fully explain its features and advantages. We'll then spend some time on why you should choose A, the Microsoft Cloud, and B, why a Microsoft Cloud PC. That moves us logically into a demonstration of the product. And we're going to just mention the case study and obviously no Q&A for this recording. To begin, what is a Microsoft Cloud PC? We'll discuss it first, and the demonstration later will put context and perspective on what we have just talked about and leave us in no doubt as to the common sense of it all. We all come from different industries, and in each individual industry, we are looking for current and future national and global trends, trying to predict them and get ahead of the competition. This is the future of the PC and has been thrust into the limelight because of a perfect storm of global conditions that have made it essential to facilitate a remote workforce because of COVID and an aggressive energy reduction policy because of spiraling energy costs that are only going to continue to go in one direction forever. A Microsoft Cloud PC is the exact same operational experience as your local PC, but with the massive advantages of security, sustainability, versatility, scalability, and a host of other features that we will touch on right now that address all of the concerns when it comes to your IT. It is simple, scalable, secure, and sustainable, and is an affordable working solution enabling secure, compliant hybrid working. Microsoft Cloud PCs are simple. They are quick and easy to set up in minutes and manage forward with minimal fuss. They are a singular solution so that you're no longer connecting to multiple devices like TeamViewer, VPNs, etc., with multiple licenses like antivirus, email security, etc. It's all covered off with your Cloud PC and your Microsoft license. And the security and compliance, the backup and disaster recovery, the reporting and monitoring, the patching and updates, they're all built in. These are things you're having to manage daily at the moment. Take up your time, and let's be honest, cost you money. And these PCs are from as little as €45 a month for everything that the standard user needs. They are scalable. You can add or remove users quickly and easily to adapt to market conditions, which has always been an issue. You only pay for what you use. A spare or extra PC in a standard office will be sitting there in a corner depreciating. And you can enable remote workers quickly from anywhere, and I mean anywhere globally. Microsoft PCs are the most secure solution available. They have built-in security controls and compliance standards. They have MFA, role-based access control, threat intelligence, disaster recovery and backup, automated patching, endpoint and email security included with Defender. And they are GDPR compliant and deliver 100+ security certifications. Finally, And probably as important as any in the current climate, Microsoft PCs are the most sustainable solution available. A cloud environment uses 80 to 90% less electricity than a standard on-premises server and host of PCs. Not only does it save you money, but it also gives you a marketable, cleaner, greener, and sustainable solution, reducing emissions from your IT operations. And it reduces overall cost by optimizing existing hardware, extending the lifetime of aging hardware, eliminating capital expenditure on hardware now or forever in the future, and the energy savings just discussed. In fact, we use a very simple energy calculator. It tells us, for example, that a standard site with 12 PCs and a server saves over 11 grand in energy annually. Now, let's look at a real world scenario. This is how many of you are working at the moment. Sean, he's in the office using his desktop to access the server, which has all the applications on it, and he's sitting behind the firewall router in the office. He has multiple security connection and other licenses on his desktop, and the entire Office 365 applications are just up in the Microsoft Cloud, his OneDrive, his Outlook, etc. Kathy is remote, possibly working from home, has the same licenses on her laptop desktop, which incidentally has to be work owned and domain joined. She accesses the files on the server through a VPN, but must connect to her desktop, which is turned on in the office, to use any of the applications running on the server. Her data is possibly not backed up, nor is Sean's for that matter, as it's saved locally on their PCs. Now, let's look at our solution. Kathy and Sean are identical. Just because Sean is in the office, he's working the same as though he were at home. And the same goes for Kathy. They have their PC or laptop, work or personal, it doesn't matter. Or the company can supply them with a thin client device, which in terms of energy saving only uses 15 to 30 watts in comparison to 200 to 250 watts of a work PC. And it's all connected to the Microsoft Cloud through the internet connection. And there is a major advantage here in that in this scenario, there's no VPN, which can be troublesome, and no open ports, etc., which can have security issues. Microsoft have a unique managed gateway system, which pushes the connection down to your device from the nearest data center globally to you to the Microsoft Cloud. Then up in one environment are your PCs, your applications, your massively high-speed internet connection to connect your web apps, your server if you need one to run applications, your files and folders, all sitting behind the very highest levels of firewalls, backed up, resilient, compliant, and secure. This is what I mean by a singular solution. So why have we partnered with Microsoft above all others? It is trusted. There are 3,500 cybersecurity experts examining 8 trillion threats daily, with 100 plus compliance certifications, and invest $1 billion plus in research and development annually. They're so trusted that they won the US Department of Defense data hosting contract a few years ago for a few $100 billion. They're global. Let's face it, they're probably one of the most globally recognized companies in the world, in 140 countries with 200 plus data centers and growing rapidly. And Microsoft are sustainable. Yes, Bill Gates made and continues to make an awful lot of money, but I am truly of the belief, from what I've read and learned, that his motivation is in a different direction now, and that he has given away as much as 90% of his personal wealth and appears to be trying to help the planet and individual businesses to thrive. With cloud 98% more carbon efficient than on-prem, Microsoft committed to 100% renewable energy by 2025 and to be water positive by 2030. So why this product in particular? Microsoft are a public cloud with almost endless resources, the knowledge of tens of thousands rather than a few, the reliability and recoverability that is unmatched in both the private cloud space and the public cloud competitors. They are also far more resilient to market conditions. A Microsoft Cloud PC is powered by the Azure Virtual Desktop, which gives us a full Windows 10 or 11 experience and will continue to evolve automatically as updates come. A remote desktop is not. The unique managed gateway system of connecting is so easy and trouble-free. No messy VPNs and two-click logins where your session is up but your VPN is down and you can't figure out what's going on. This pushes the connection down to you rather than your PC looking for the connection, as is the way. And your billing will be so simple as it's just Microsoft Cloud, a Microsoft license, which includes all your layer of security and backup. It makes it so easy to manage for us and, more importantly, for you. Finally, costs are fixed and predictable. And actually, Europe North, or Ireland specifically, is one of the, if not the cheapest Microsoft region due to our temperate climate and data centers requiring very little cooling. Who knew that our terrible weather would actually be an advantage for once? So now we're going to minimize and move into demo mode. So this is my desktop. I'm actually working off a Microsoft Surface Pro. Here's my Word, my Excel, there's my File Explorer, here's my Google. Here's my remote desktop. I just double click on here and up. Now I'm in the Microsoft Cloud. I'm on my cloud PC, I'm on my local PC. So you can see very, very little difference, if any. So I'll just show you how I'll prove that I'm up in the Microsoft Cloud. So I just opened up a Google Chrome window. I'm going to go to a speed test by Ookla, speedtest.net, if any you ever need to do a speed test to see how fast your internet is in your office. So you can see here, Microsoft Azure, that's where we are. It's going to measure my ping, my download, and my upload. My ping is 2. That's ridiculously low, which is really good for voice traffic. My download, it's going to be somewhere in the mid 700s, and my upload's going to be somewhere in the high 2000s. Now, even if you have a gigabit in your office, you ain't going to get that. Your firewall with the rules of it are going to cut it down to 100 or even less. So you have a massive high speed of internet connection here to access your web apps. You only need about 10 megabits per second to get from this environment, which is my local, to this environment, which is my cloud PC. And then when I use that 10, I have 771 to actually go up and down as I want myself. If I was in my local environment trying to use my 10 to access my web apps and opened up 2 or 3 of them, I'd be in real trouble. Here, I can open up 77 of them and I won't be in any trouble. We'll open a second window. Let's open up YouTube. Something simple just to show you how everything is working extremely fast. HCS Ireland. And here you will see there's Dan Hegarty talking about the case study we are going to mention later. So if you ever put in HCS Ireland, go on there. That's Dan talking about Nursing Homes Ireland. Going to minimize that. Here's my Word. Same as anything. Opens up really fast. Here's my Excel. There's my Outlook. I'm not going to open that because that's my I use this environment. There's my real Outlook. Here's my File Explorer. I'm not going to open too much, but I'll show you. There's my documents. I could have opened up the PowerPoint here, but I wanted to swap over and back from the environment. So I could have ran it here the same as I ran there. So there you go. There is this environment working incredibly fast. If I do something simple, like a quick check of the spec, we're on a Xeon, 16 gigs of RAM, Microsoft Windows 10 Enterprise. If I go to my local device and I just run the spec on it, I'm on Windows 10 Enterprise. I've only 8 gigs of RAM and I'm on an i5. And this is a $2,000 machine I'm working on here. So the cloud machine is a nice bit stronger than the machine that I'm working on at the moment. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to pull back up the PowerPoint. I'm going to actually keep sharing, obviously, but I'm going to pull back up the PowerPoint again. And I'm going to, from the current slide, I'm going to swap it here to swap presenter mode. And so very briefly touching Nursing Homes Ireland, our cloud PC project that we rolled out 12 months now, working fantastically well. There, if you go to our website, go to our webinars, you can see a case study on Nursing Homes Ireland. Just moving on, we're nearly there now. If you just bear with me for a moment. So we are now. Okay, so now you all can see, we're skipping the Q&A. So now you can all see the massive financial, security, operational, and compliance advantages of moving to a Microsoft Cloud PC environment. Here are my details, and if you're interested, I would only be too happy to fully assess your business or organization to give you a realistic appraisal of what is best for you going forward. Thank you very much.